All right, guys, listen. Little shift in gears here. We're talking about Doja Cat. Okay, someone sent me this to me, and I've been looking for an excuse to talk about Doja Cat because she's a little out of control right now. So let's watch this.
Hey, it's been a couple of weeks since I last made a video on this channel, and I wanted to make one.
What's happening? Is it me?
Hey, it's been a couple.
What's happening?
I get a couple of weeks since I last
Is
made
it
a
so
video on
still?
this channel, and I wanted to make one because I miss it. I love making videos on this channel,
That was weird.
and I love you guys. Or do I?
I got root beer.
Is it even possible for a creator to love their fans? Or vice versa? Can a fan love a
over beer.
creator? Really, can they love them? Those are questions we're going to tackle today, but not about me, about someone much bigger than me, Doja Cat. In the news for saying that she doesn't love her fans because she doesn't even know them.
By the way, Based, let's just be real here. Everybody's complaining, everybody's crying, oh, blah, 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 blah. That's true. How is she going to love somebody she doesn't know? We talk every day about parasocial relationships and content creators who take advantage of those relationships and blah, blah, blah. And what does Doja Cat do? Doja Cat becomes our queen. And she says, I don't even know you. How can I love you? I think that's absolutely incredible. I love her because of that. That's all. That's it.
You probably know Doja Cat at the very least from this song.
Hey, what do you think? What are you thinking here? Don't play the music. Don't DMCA me. Stop that, sir.
That's all I got because I want to get paid for this video. Doja Cat on Threads in a I don't know what you call it, a thread I suppose, said my life, my rules, my style, my attitude.
Incredible. I love it.
And then someone replied and said, I want to hear you say I do love you guys as usual. You say to your fans.
Don't do it.
Which I don't think is grammatically correct, but the point, it was disdains. And she said, I don't, though, because I don't even know y'all, which is something I've said in the past, right? So I mean this on Twitter.
Beautiful.
I said,
Beautiful.
I've been said this for years now. I'm not your friend. I had that whole video
Did you say I've been said this?
series. And then it goes farther with a Daily Taylor Swift T account who said, we don't know you, but we have supported you through thick and thin. Mind you, you'd be nothing without us.
That sounds like entitlement. Telling somebody they'd be nothing without them, that is entitlement behavior, okay? That is an entitlement attitude, so.
You'd be working at a grocery store making songs on GarageBand, miss high school dropout.
Wow. Everybody's woke until Doja Cat. Everybody's woke until their favorite celebrity says that they don't actually know them and doesn't feed the delusion, huh?
And she said, nobody forced you. I don't know why you're talking to me like my mother, you bitch. You sound crazy.
That's incredible. That's incredible. I love it. It's incredible.
which honestly, very slime-pilled. I'm a fan of that.
It's true. Sure, it's true. But like, here, it's true that without her people engaging in her music, that she wouldn't be anywhere. True. But then, first of all, nobody's engaging with her music out of the kindness of their heart, right? You know, you listen to Doja Cat because you find her entertaining and you like her music. It's not charity work. Like it's not you're not doing it in some kind of selfless capacity. You're only doing it because you like her and her music. She, in the same way, it's like, oh, well, you'd be nothing without your fans. Well, yeah, but like her fans wouldn't, like, you're not doing charity. You like her music, so you listen to it. It's that simple. You are selfish in that capacity. And it's fine. A little bit of selfishness is okay. But don't pretend like you're doing this incredible thing by listening to her music. Like, no shit, you know?
But this is not where it ended. And although if you just take that little piece out of context, you might instantly be on Doja Cat's side, there's a little more to this story. Specifically, a couple follow-up threads where Doja Cat lit the site on fire with 233 likes by saying, my fans don't name themselves shit. If you call yourself a kitten or kittens, which I guess would be the equivalent of like Ludbuds, which is a name I've begrudgingly used in the past when I've
That's weird.
had to. That means you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house.
I love her. I love it. I love Goblin Mode. I love it. I love Goblin Mode, bro. It's incredible. What a beautiful thing to say. I love it. I don't care. I think it's hilarious. I love Doja Cat. I love Doja Cat because of that.
And then someone said, what should I change my name to? And then she said, delete the entire account and rethink everything. It's never too late to
Oh, it's such a, what a beautiful thing. What a beautiful world to live in, you know? Yeah, so yeah, good point. Like, yeah, it hurts when someone doesn't like you back, but that's life. That is life, and you have to learn sooner or later. Okay, don't meet your heroes, kids. Learn it younger, because if you don't learn, if you get too old and you become obsessed with somebody, that's not good. Okay,
Build something good and genuine, which honestly, I would argue, super based. Everything Doja Cat has dropped so far,
Yes,
I'm like, damn,
I
Doja,
agree.
you're spitting bars today. But where does the drama come in?
I love it.
With most things in life, a bit of hypocrisy. Because Doja Cat herself has tweeted before, Kittens and Barbs, which is the name of her viewer base, and then also Nicki Minaj's viewer base. Nicki Minaj took over my Say So playlist, Connect Now to Unlock, which is clearly her just with a sponsored post for Spotify or something, using the name for money. So, you know, it's a little hypocritical. If you're going to admonish someone and say delete your account, you probably don't use it yourself to get a bag. But
that's true. That is true. You know, but she also went through her meltdown phase, so now she's the new Doja Cat. She's like a beautiful butterfly. So now she's in goblin mode. You know what I mean?
Response to this, the Kittens have deactivated en masse all the people who make fan accounts talking about Doja Cat and Doja Cat news are.
I mean, Doja Cat already got the bag, bro. You know what I mean?
Gone. They're out. They're done working for free, talking about all the Doja Cat updates. And not only that, she has lost 600,000 followers on Instagram.
She had 26.3 million. Now she only has 25.7 million. Fuck. What is she gonna do, dude? What is she gonna do? Oh,
If that seems crazy to you, it's because I haven't yet told you about the elephant in the room. It's not a fat joke, but I'm talking about this dude.
What is that fucking? What the hell is that? It's a Andrew Tate. That's like a weird Andrew Tate looking guy.
Size guy, normal size. It's a saying. This dude right here is where all the drama stems from, and we got to talk about him to fully understand all the drama. But first, it is worth doing a little bit of an update because I did make a video called "I'm Not Your Friend," which I honestly hate that I made. I'm like, I agree with everything I said in the video, but like, it's more a meme now than anything. The meme is much more pervasive than the actual content of the video itself. Okay. So anytime the word parasocial is brought up, my name is cursed, like a sun god or something. Okay. But everything I said is basically bit bar for bar from Bo Burnham's "Make Happy," which I've illegally ripped to show you guys here. So don't. Hopefully Netflix, we're chill.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna watch this part. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yes, right. This channel will be gone. The website that it is hosting away for a long time.
Can you stop fixing your car? I'm in a service industry. I'm just overpaid. Okay.
And I thought myself the same way for a long time. I have my moment in the sun, but it will pass, right? This channel will be gone. The website that it is hosted on will be gone. All the data will be gone. Eventually, this is true. I'm just happy to be around while I'm around, and hopefully I make a positive impact while I'm around. But make no illusion. If I do some dumb shit, leave, right? Please do not try to defend me, all right? Let me whip out the ukulele. Let me dig my own grave. Don't start trying to get me out of it. That's at least how I've lived my life, and that's why I made the "I'm Not Your Friend" video in the first place. So
got him.
On all of those points, I basically agree 100% with Doja Cat. I think a lot of her fans are probably a little too deep in the parasocial sauce, which is only a problem, by the way, if it supersedes other relationships in life, right? Like if you spend all day on Twitter trying to defend Doja Cat and you're terminally online, but you know you're close friends, or maybe you are lacking close friends, or your family who you might not be as close to because you're spending so much time online loving someone you view online. Like that's the problem I see. That's what I worry about. I worry that someone gets too attached. I don't think I have that problem, to be honest. You know, if anything, I probably need to go further the other way so people stick around and watch what I'm doing. But that's it. I'd rather people focus on their own life. But let's get back to Doja Cat and the drama at hand, which started again with this dude who is and looks like a Twitch streamer. Jay Cyrus is the name. Started as a Vine comedian.
Is it actually him, or is this just like a joke? I don't even know who the fuck it is. But.
Turned Twitch streamer. Jay Cyrus has been getting non-stop harassed by Doja Cat fans, like insane amounts. He tweeted out water. The replies were in Doja Cat fans, like insane amounts.
Water.
He tweeted out water. The replies were insane. We know your secret. Leave her alone.
What's his secret? What the fuck?
What you need is a treadmill. Stay away from my mom, weirdo. Free Baldy, which is Doja Cat. You seem. Wait. Why are you deleting problematic tweets already? Fuck you, bitch. Fatty, you're ugly. Okay, Jesus. All right, this is getting really bad. And basically, the premise is stay away from Doja Cat.
Why?
Which is weird because she's an adult woman who has decided to date this man, but the fans are interceding in a way. They seem very attached to Doja Cat, and they're worried about this guy ruining Doja Cat.
All right, he's 36, she's 27. I don't understand. Like, why are people upset with this guy just for existing? Right, she's 27. Yeah, okay. What the fuck?
But why? Is it valid? This seems to be very pervasive, more than maybe most relationships, because there's always going to be some weirdos, some stalkers, some crazies who are too attached. But this is kind of en masse. And it's so crazy that Doja Cat has gone to defending.
Leave that white man. Oh, okay.
The guy now. Leave that white man. in reply to a Doja Cat Instagram post, and she said, "He's fucking me as I type this," which
That's funny.
which is crazy. She's even resorted, and this is not fake, to becoming a moderator. She's a white knight Twitch mod. Doja Cat, 26 million Instagram followers.
Already got you listed on cybersecurity and have all of the screenshots of everything you've said in the chat and conversations you share with other people on here about getting blocked from the stream. Have a nice day. Okay.
Is a white knight Twitch mod. I've already listed you on cybersecurity. This is from Doja Cat, and have all the screenshots of everything you've said in chat and conversations you've shared with other people on here about getting blocked from the stream. Have a nice day. I mean, she's gone full slime on this guy. But what is it with this guy? Let's get to the actual tea. Why is everybody so upset at Jay Cyrus, who is in his own right a successful streamer? He had about...
What, did he say something racist or something? I mean, he's a Twitch streamer. I'm assuming that's true, right?
The average viewership that I had when I first went full-time in 2020, but then all of a sudden stopped streaming in 2021.
He's fucking Doja Cat, so...
Stopped streaming in most of 2022, came back maybe a little partway through, and is now back to streaming in the past year or so with less viewership. What was up with that break? What happened? This is the allegations from someone on Twitter who said, "Sorry, Doja Cat, for letting you know your man had abused and taken advantage of so many women. And let's not say how he was in mine and other minors at the time's DMs, but thank you for listening. It's not like I was also a huge fan of yours." Because I think she told Doja Cat about this, and then Doja Cat blocked her. And this tweet did numbies. 24 million views. This shit would break threads in a day if it got that amount of views on it. And this corroborates it a little bit. I've gone deep in the sauce at this point. This is a screenshot of a twit longer from Jay Cyrus apologizing for, as I'm understanding it, because it was a pretty small community, and this incident seems to be very insular in that small community. Jay Cyrus, as the streamer, had a bunch of women who watched him, moderators even, and then he started like chatting them up like en masse and like sliding, I think just to hook up, and they're getting like emotionally attached because they liked watching him, and he was just trying to have sex with them, and then
it's shitty fuckboy behavior. Sure, I mean you shouldn't don't do that, guys. But I don't care. If some of them were underage, that's obviously very wrong. Hopefully, once he found out the age, he stopped engaging. You know, that's one of the disgusting aspects of men, is that sometimes they'll look at a girl and be like, "Oh, she's attractive," and they won't even ask age, and then once they find out, they'll stop. But like men are like, it's not that men are looking for younger girls or illegally aged girls. It's that they're gross and they don't ask because they're fucking stupid. So is he gonna read it? Maybe I'll read it.
You know, leave them and have sex with someone else, and basically was doing the fuck a fan contest at large, is my vague understanding, which could be incorrect, which includes allegations that he messaged people who were
hold on. Before anything, I want you to know that there is no excuse nor justification for my actions. I was careless, I was greedy, I was ignorant, I was disrespectful, and I was completely in the wrong. In a position of power and trust, I gave info into the temptations and attention of those who looked up to me.
Vague.
Yeah, I mean, sure. You know, we've all been there. Here's the thing, man. I don't think there's like really an issue. There's no issue with messaging or sexting like your fans. It really isn't a big deal, unless you leverage your power against them. Like, it's crazy how people will be so upset about what I just said, but then they won't criticize groupies or, you know, metal bands or rap groups or anything that fuck their groupies. The reality is if they're in an appropriate age range, who cares? Like, unless you say, I'm a big creator, I will give you something, you know, I will leverage that platform to help you or hurt you if you fuck me. Who cares, right? Like, if you're like, if you won't fuck me, I will like do something negative to you with my platform. I'll hurt you. That's wrong. If you go, oh, if you fuck me, I'll promote your platform. That's wrong. Those are wrong, inappropriate. Predatory even. But if a fan's like an adult and it's like, I like this guy, I want to fuck him, okay, but I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. You know, they're like, oh, he's a power dynamic. You want to fuck the guy because he's rich. Like, that's like a lot of women do that, and it's fine. Like, women are adults. When you're an adult, you're an adult. You have the adult ability to make adult decisions, and if your adult decision is to have sex with a rich guy, that's fine, as long as he doesn't leverage his power against you. So the power dynamic conversation on the internet is so wrong. It's so stupid. People are so dumb with it. Because I've seen like really dumb people go to say things like, you can't hire your own fans. That's predatory. Why? What are you talking about? Your fans will do a better job on your content than anybody else because they like your content. They're passionate about it. And you don't even believe that because you don't criticize Disney. Everybody who works for Disney is a fan of Disney. Are they predatorizing it? No. It's George Lucas was a huge fan of Disney when he sold Star Wars to Disney for like $4.2 billion. Do you think that George Lucas was predatorized? No. He was a huge fan before they even implemented a Star Wars ride in Disney, and he wanted them to do it, so he let them do it. Was he taking? No, he wasn't taken advantage of. You know, if it's underage girls, that's a different conversation. But like, just fundamentally, I'm so tired of like people just say the word power dynamic is a buzzword. But there's power dynamics everywhere. There's a power dynamic with your parents. There's a power dynamic there. Are they abusing you? Probably, well, they might be, but just in the relationship or the fundamentally isn't abusive. There's power dynamics in white and black people dating. If you want to get woke, is the white person dating the black person? Are they abusing them now? There's power dynamics between men and women. There's power dynamics between, like, there's power dynamics between rich and poor people. If you're a rich guy and you date a poor girl, are you abusing them? If you say yes, and what you're telling me is that we need to go back to a class divide. We need to go back to a class and race and even a gender divide. Everyone has to be gay. Everybody has to have sex and date within their class. Everybody has to date within their race. That's how far you have to go if you want to play power dynamic fucking game. So anyway, let's see. Position power show. I gave info into temptations and attention. Looked at me by engaging in flirtatious and provocative personal message with people that didn't just see me as a casual fun time, but instead someone they grew to love and trust from admiring them in a community where they felt safe and guarded. I am an adult, and I'm smart enough to know better, but I wasn't strong or respectful enough to be better. No matter how lonely I am, no matter how desperate I was for attention, I was wrong. Consent is not a way out of guilt when you are using it for your own comfort and validation. What the fuck does that mean? Okay. It's weak and inexcusable. Throughout these actions, I saw ways to boost my confidence and self-esteem by leaning into what felt like casual indulging in mutual attraction. But that's where I was wrong. The attraction was mutual by the feelings of gratification. In the end, only panned out to be self-serving. I only let things happen when it was convenient for me, and therefore, when it wasn't, I decided to go against it. Someone involved felt abandoned, objectified, and hurt. Well, that's separate from him talking to fans. It's probably because he was acting like a fuckboy and being like, "Oh yeah, like you're so hot, and beautiful," and only messaging them when he wanted like pictures. That's shitty fuckboy behavior. I don't think it warrants a fucking response like this, but okay. My actions brought them to a place of feeling undesired and distant from me, and I grew close enough to them as a friend where I should have understood just how wrong I was. But sadly, I didn't. I selfishly walked on a path of lies and fear that was covered up by justifications I processed to make, again, myself better. In another instance, I grew fond of the idea of something I knew could never happen because of distance and situational fault. But that didn't stop me from allowing the dream of a possibility to stay alive because it made both of us feel good. And that's extremely inconsiderate and childish. And of course, after merely playing with the idea of using these occurrences as a way to feel better about my insecurities and weaknesses, I gave in to temptation on a physical level. I grew close to somebody that admired me and made me feel like the absolute best thing in the world. Someone who saw things in me I never cared to let myself acknowledge. And who knows where I'd be if I did. But she gave me hope and made me feel like I could fucking fly. And I gave her hope as well. I tried to make her feel as wonderful as she made me, but the truth was I wasn't capable of returning such selfless and vulnerable favor. I remained close with that person, and we've been through a lot, but that doesn't excuse the fact that who I am and what I did was wrong and executed poorly. These women are special. I don't know. This is okay. What's going on, dude? And they are worth so much more than me in my ignorance. And I failed to realize when it mattered. I built a community of loving and caring individuals and provided a safe space that in the end wasn't safe for everybody. And I could tell you about the work I'm doing on myself until I'm blue in the face, but that doesn't take away the damage and pain from others. I don't know the specifics. Maybe this is warranted, but this seems so fucking disproportionate. This seems so disproportionate. But whatever. My words mean very little to many people, especially the ones I hurt, but I am truly sorry for all the pain I've caused and the mask of positivity and care I wrote while being selfish underneath it. I deserve the stones thrown. I know this doesn't make anything easier for anyone, but my actions are my own, and I must own up to them. In the future of whatever I have left, I will not allow myself to make the same mistakes, and I will take time to digest and learn from them. I also owe an apology to all other streamers that trusted me to game with them and share communities from time to time. That's a hard vouch when, oh my God, vouch? How did he make it into this? When someone allows you into their stream and their action, my actions completely dismantled that. And I know that if they were aware, they would have never accepted me. I'm sorry. I'm weak and I made mistakes. And as a human, as mistakes are, calling myself a human is a privilege I don't deserve. Okay. I gave into temptations and it got me nowhere. I wasn't worth what it did and did to others, and who made me become. Sorry. Who it made me become, whatever. Who it made me become, okay. I'm also sorry to the mods and friends I gave up by not being the person that they thought I was. I will now work to phase the carelessness and toxicity out of my life. Staying silent would only imply that I don't care to understand my actions and I'm not willing to learn from them. I truly am. These changes don't happen overnight, and these wounds I've created don't heal that quickly either. I will be taking time to absorb the things I learned, both in and out of therapy. Therapy, okay. I wonder if that's even true. I am not a victim of anyone but myself and my own mistakes. Thank you for reading. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So my real question is that if apparently he may have messaged some minors, did he know how old they were before he messaged them? Is like my real question. But okay, let's continue.
Understanding, which could be incorrect, which includes allegations that he messaged people who were like 17, under 18 years old.
Yeah, that's wrong. If he knew, but if he messaged him and then flirted with them and they were like, "Oh, I'm 17," and he stopped, okay, like, you know what I mean? I don't really care. So
when he
I do care, but as long as he stopped, like, okay, that's the right thing to do. Yeah.
Himself was adult man. So that's where it's at. And this leads to the questions.
Yes, I understand you for telling me that, because adults still have the responsibility to figure out if the person they are engaging sexual activity with is of age. Of course, absolutely. When did I say that they weren't? Okay, but yes, thank you. Wow, what a hot take. I understand that. What I'm asking is, like, what was the intensity of the conversations that he had with the girls who were supposedly underage, and when did he learn they were underage? Like, intentionality would matter here 1,000%. If he's talking to like a girl and he's sliding in and he's just like chatting up with her and flirting with her, and then he finds out like that she's 17 and he stops, like, okay. If he goes as far to like send pictures and stuff without asking age, that's definitely questionable. That could be it could be very problematic. It could mean that he's looking to talk to underage people. It could also mean that he's just a fucking idiot. There's plenty of, intentionality that would be here. So I would want to know more context about the situation, right? So we're talking about, the difference between him potentially being a predator that's seeking out children that are underage versus somebody who's just being incredibly ignorant, right? Those are the difference between those two things.
Should celebrities deal with mass harassment from their fans if they do things that are weird?
Sure,
I mean, in a perfect world, no. But it does seem to be a bit of a punishment in line with the job. The same thing happened with Taylor Swift. She dated Matt Healy. You might have seen this if you're terminally online as well. Everybody got upset. They looked at Matt Healy's past. They said, this is not up to snuff with what we expect from Taylor Swift. For the 1975 fans, you keep it up. But for us, this is no good. You must break up with him. And guess what? They fucking broke up. And there's a lot of power that fans have over their creators. And oftentimes, when I talked about parasocial relationships, I talked about how fans could be susceptible, maybe too attached to the creator. Most of the time, I've noticed over the past couple of years, it works in reverse.
Okay.
Creators, singers, artists are so susceptible and so obsessed with what their fans say. They look up indirects of what people are saying. They look at all their tags, all their mentions, all their DMs, and they form what they do in their life to heed to a lot of the requests of the fans. It's almost a punishment that comes.
Yeah, it's dumb. I don't give a fuck about my fans. I think that there's people need to not let their fans control every action that they take. It's very stupid. And the more that you give in to fans, the more that they're going to feel empowered to criticize all your behavior. Like, you're better off doing something that they don't like, not intentionally, and then just owning it rather than just shifting on a dime just to appease them. Because then they're just going to think that they can say whatever they want and it'll change you. And they can get you to do whatever they want as long as they bully you enough. It's stupid.
On to themselves, because at the end of the day, they don't want to quit. They want attention at all costs. They want the viewers. If they really did care and it really bothered them, I mean, a lot of them have the wealth to fuck off and do whatever they want and live a happy life.
Okay.
Jenna Marbles comes to mind. But that we have.
Bro, what is with Jenna Marbles? Like, why does she keep getting brought up? Like, why did she told me that she left because, like, in 2011 she sang a Nicki Minaj song and she tanned her skin. Like, oh, so cancelable. Like, okay, I get it. That's some kind of blackface. Not really, though. But, like, it's not that big of a deal. Do you think that she was trying to disrespect Nicki Minaj, or do you think that she was making, like, a fun skit? I'm not saying she should do it, but it's, like, to cancel somebody for something like that is fucking childish. And it's always so funny because it's the same people who loved that content that are the ones canceling it now. They're like, yeah, back then they're like, I love this. Like, this is what was acceptable here. I love it. It's so funny. And now it's like, wow, I look back at that. That's so wrong. We have to cancel her. Why don't you cancel yourself for enjoying her in the first place? It's just so stupid. Fucking weirdos, man. People are just so fucking weird.
Have a disease, a lot of us, where we crave attention for the short span we have on Earth. And so if we were to lose that would be...
I understand she didn't get canceled. Well, she didn't get canceled. She left of her own volition. Yeah, no, but, like, it's one of those things where she got, like, mentally canceled, right? Like, there's the two aspects of canceling are what actually happens and then your reaction to it. So her reaction to it was to just quit the internet forever. So there's, like, a level of cancellation there.
Sad. So we succumb to things. In extreme cases, breaking up with your significant other because your fan base thinks he's racist, aka Taylor Swift. So anyway,
Yeah,
that's it. In conclusion, there are definitely some Doja Cat fans that I would argue are maybe a little too online.
Doja on her period is everything. Okay. Yes, even well-loved head kittens that have been defending Doja since the chat room she blocked unjustly, for just making a joke. These include, but okay, I don't care.
You know, maybe could take a couple steps off. People who are referring to themselves as head kittens who have defended Doja Cat since the chat rooms.
I don't know what that means.
You don't need to do that, right? It's okay. You know, work on your resume. Call your mother. Hang out with a friend. You know. And people like this who's saying,
Doja does love us.
Please, attention. Doja Cat does love us, but she is playing the role of Scarlet. They are two different characters. In an interview that she apologized for what would happen later, she also said that she loved us before she got into the role of Scarlet, but she doesn't hate us. Scarlet does since she's evil, but Doja doesn't despise us. Hate messages are from Scarlet.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Which is a compartmental.
She was showing feet in racist chat rooms. Who cares? Why is that a thing? Who cares if she's showing feet? I mean, fuck. I'm racist. Why wasn't I in that chat room? I want to see Doja Cat's feet. What the fuck, dude?
I wish I had. It is an impressive compartmentalization. I do think
that's
in conclusion,
fucked up.
Doja Cat seems to have a decent head on her shoulders about the situation.
I used to like your music, but you treat your fans like... You act like I have some responsibility to be like babying people and treating people like stupid, but they're not stupid. That's why I yell at them. I wouldn't have food on my table. I wouldn't have my house if it wasn't for my fans, probably. But I'm not giving them all the credit because I do work my ass off. So somebody coming in here being like, you're ugly.
They kind of worked her hair off too.
When you're bald. That's my fan. You're so... There's a lot of people I don't like who I listen to their music. If I knew them, I probably wouldn't like them.
Which I think is accurate. I also think she's a little too parasocial because she reads all her indirects and then blocks people on Twitter when they say something mean. It's like, Doja Cat, you got 6 million followers. What are you doing? Put down the phone, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Just don't even engage with it. It's not going to be productive.
What are you doing? How are you having the time to block someone on Instagram with 26 million followers? You are trying to find the one needle in the haystack to get your finger pricked and then go, oh, no, I'm bleeding. Bro, just get your hand out the haystack. In conclusion, I don't know. Live a good life. Eat well today. Do something for yourself. All right, see you later. Have a good one. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Maybe I'll make a video quicker next time.
Okay.
I don't know. Love you.
Interesting.